3, 2, 1. Howdy. You know, a lot of people say I'm a man that has many hats, and that is true. So I thought I'd give you the Rick Renner history by hats. Well, as all of you know, I grew up in South Florida. South Beach is where it's at, right? I was a Dolphin fan as a young kid, watched the 72 Dolphins in the undefeated season. They were the best. Then they changed their logo to this. They didn't win so much, so I thought I'd go back to the 72 Dolphins because that is where it's at. Well, I had a great father figure in my life, and that was the one and only Daytona Dave, who worked at Rescue One in New York City. He taught me a lot of things in life, like how to be a New York Islanders fan. Remember all those Stanley Cups? How to be a Yankee fan. Nothing like going to the Bronx Zoo and checking out the Yankees. That I learned how to shit on the Mets, right? The Mets suck. That's what I learned from my Uncle Dave. And then we went to the Army-Navy game, right? Beat Army. There's nothing like going to Philadelphia and freezing in the rain and the snow and the ice rain in the upper deck there at Veterans Stadium. And remember, the class of 60, Hey, it's 60 for 60 right now, the 60th anniversary. He also taught me my love for cars and one Corvette. Chevrolet, baby, that's where it's at. Of course, he helped my brother become a man in uniform as well, who was the best cop in the country and had the best dog in the country as well, canine cop Floyd. He was something special. I went to Syracuse, where we went through an unbelievable amount of logos. It is kind of ridiculous because all it is an S. How many different ways can you do an S? I dropped it. I had so many of them. Look, there's the Mad Orange. Then we go back to the S. Then we go back to another S. How many damn S's do you need at one school, right? That's what it is. No serious excuses. Well, my first TV job, Lafayette, Louisiana. Ooh, Lord, nothing too good for the gumbo. The ABC affiliate there, and Monday Night Football. Then we went to Tyler, Texas, where I did weather and sports, a CBS affiliate there. We had so much fun, but I had to get out of there. I wasn't making any money. Then I went to Reno, Nevada, where I covered camel races, ostrich races, and all kinds of weird stuff like ice fishing. And then how about Albany, New York? I know I missed a couple steps there. They just didn't get any hats for all the stations. But anyway, this one was a lot of fun at WRGB, where we covered Saratoga and horse racing. Nothing like that. And the Albany Riverettes when they won the Calder Cup. Remember that? That was fun. There I went from Nashville. I didn't get a hat there. It was such a short stay. But I did go to Jacksonville, Florida in ABC 25, where the Jacksonville Suns played, the minor league affiliate team. And then how about the World Golf Hall of Fame, the Slammer and the Squire? And then, of course, covering the Jacksonville Jaguars. You remember them? And the Florida State Seminoles when they won the national championship in New Orleans against Mike Vick and Virginia Tech. If you're in New Orleans, you know where you got to go. Pat O'Brien's. That's right, baby. I don't drink, but it was fun. That's also the same place where the Syracuse University Orangemen won it all in 2003. I'm a little ahead of myself. I was at Fox Sports Southwest watching Carmelo Anthony. Speaking of Fox Sports Southwest, we had a few logos. Not as many as Syracuse, but we're out there. It is kind of ridiculous how many logos we actually had. We started off as Fox Sports, went Fox Sports Southwest, went Fox Sports Southwest.com, went foxsports.net, we went Fox Sports, we went SOS. We kept changing our logo, and then the funny thing is, we went back to our original name, Fox Sports, and then we got sold to Disney World, which owns ESPN, and can't own both us and Fox, so now we're at Sinclair, and that's High School Spotlight right there. I covered some cool things, like the All-Star Game in Seattle, the Emerald City. How about the All-Star Game in the NHL? There's nothing like having the NBA All-Star Game in your own city in Dallas. Also covered it in Houston, where I got to cover the 8-ball tournament with Alonzo Mourning. And that was a lot of fun. A lot of celebrities there. Got to interview A-Rod and all those guys. How about another All-Star Game, hockey? And then there's the Cotton Bowl, downtown Dallas. Throwing a couple Super Bowls in Houston. That's right. One of Tom Brady's Super Bowls. He shouldn't have won that one. It really should have been Carolina. How about the Super Bowl in Dallas? That was a Green Bay victory. The Breeders' Cup. That's always fun. And then the Texas Rangers went to the World Series not once, but twice, and lost. But that's okay. It was still fun covering them because with the Rangers, you got Rafael Palmeiro's 500th home run, and then you got A-Rod. He even liked J-Lo then. He didn't even know her. I played golf with him, and by the way, I own the all-time series of golf wins against Alex Rodriguez between the two of us. We played at Dallas National. In basketball, I'm the San Antonio Spurs guy, which means I've been to the NBA Finals like 100 times. 5 championships, most prolific team in all of sports with all their titles in such a short amount of time. 22 straight years of going to the playoffs. Then there's 2011, the Dallas Mavericks and their only championship in Miami. Mom was there, my lovely wife was there, and guess what? Being 2011, special year. I married the love of my life, and we went to Hong Kong. Most ridiculous hat you could ever imagine. It doesn't even really fit because I don't have that Asian head. We went on a honeymoon at the Venetian in Macau. I can't believe I bought this hat. I've never really worn it until now. Then I covered a bunch of great golf tournaments. And brought the love of my life, Lillian, and my mom would come here as well. We went to the Byron Nelson. We went to the Colonial. Who could forget the hole-in-one on 16 I pulled off? 175 yards, 7-iron into a stiff breeze on my mom's birthday. I think she was 29 at the time. Then I covered several U.S. Opens. Southern Hills, Shinnecock on Long Island, Southern Hills again. Funny thing is, all the U.S. Opens I covered, Retief Goosen won. I don't know why that is. Then, of course, there's the Masters. There's nothing like it. And then John Daly. Never go drinking with him, ever. Please, trust me, it's not a good idea. I don't know what this hat means, but all I know is I keep hearing about the 5 Super Bowls. They've never won a significant game since I've been in the DFW. I've met some amazing people like Nancy Lieberman, one of the greatest basketball players on earth, definitely the greatest women's basketball player. She, of course, works with me. And then what about one of the biggest celebrities and golfing buddies that I have, Bubba Gilliam, who starred in Blazing Saddles. Everybody knows him. I got to tell you, as I approach retirement, I'm thinking about fishing, and more fishing, and playing golf with my cousin, Craig Cottrell, all over the place in South Florida and just living on the beach and having a good time. Time now for my favorite hat, and that one would be this one. Check it out. It's Rick Renner. Actually, it's the Rough Riders, the minor league team for your Texas Rangers. The moral of the story, don't have so many hats. And if you buy a new one, replace one of the old ones and throw it away. Thank you.